So agriculture marketing is a concept what we were studying in the previous class. So there are various types of distribution channels in the agricultural marketing, whereas they are classified in various types. They may be wholesale markets, then local markets, wholesale markets, local markets, central market, and jobbing market. In detail we are going to see these concepts in today's class, especially wholesale market and especially wholesale market. So wholesale market is a market system or a structured system where products are sold in bulk. Yes, in bulk it may be sold to the retailer, or in bulk it may be sold to the final consumer also. Local market are normally known as village markets, yeah, where in the village limits these markets are opened and they are operating. Next, central market. This central market is a type of market where in this case what happens is there is a centralized system. Products will be from local markets, district market, village markets. It will be brought here under central markets, and it will be sold from there. Jobbing market. Jobbing market is one of the oldest system of marketing system, whereas they will the people like jobbers will be there. They are acting like an agent. They'll collect goods from various persons, and they'll bring it to one particular place, and from there they'll try to distribute among all the people, yeah, in the sense to the consumers. So in detail we are going to see the concepts. Wholesale market. Now wholesale market, normally wholesale market is divided into three types. There are many other types which may be available in other books, but these are the three types which we have to consider. One is primary wholesale market, other one is secondary wholesale market, whereas third one is terminal markets, yeah. So primary wholesale market, secondary wholesale market, and terminal markets. So first concept we'll see primary wholesale market. So here primary wholesale market, what happens is, in this case of primary wholesale market, it will be like periodical market. What example we can give it is like in a village, or in towns also, during a week, once or twice, many people from outside places and all will come. They'll sell their products, evening they'll go back. That kind of markets these are. Primary wholesale market, maybe once or twice in a week, like we used to call Shanivar Sante, Shukrawar Sante, like that. One particular day, normally in a head place, there will be people from different areas will come. They'll sell their products, maybe from their village or from other village people may come and they'll sell the products, yeah. So that is primary market. Maybe once or twice in a week it will be handled, and people from different areas will come here and they'll sell their products, especially like vegetables, fruits, food grains, then small household requirements, fancy items. All those things are sold during these particular sales, yeah. That is primary wholesale market. Next concept we'll see, it is secondary wholesale market. Second type is secondary wholesale market, where normally these are done in the village levels or taluk levels, district or taluk headquarters. It will be done, also known as mandis. In the village places they are known as mandis. In a bulk products are sold. Sometimes it is normally what happens is, the small retailers or the shopkeepers will purchase products from them. They'll bring it to their place and they will sell it to the final consumers. This is what will happen in case of this wholesale market, that is secondary wholesale market. Especially what happens is, whatever things are cultivated here, they are sold. Like in nowadays how APMCs will work, In that way these people will work. Like if you go to central market, central market in the sense near State Bank, there's a central market where people they'll directly, they will whatever they cropped directly they will bring it there. Maybe auction will take place or in a bulk sale will take place here. That is secondary wholesale market. Third one we'll see terminal markets, terminal wholesale market or terminal markets. So these are the three types of markets: primary market, secondary market and terminal market. Here terminal market will, how it works is they will, where what happens is produce is directly disposed of to the consumer. So here producers or consumers will come together and they will sell the they'll exchange the product for money. Now yes, these even the exports and all will take place here, and big persons will come and purchase the items, like wholesalers, even retailers also, caterers. Those people will purchase in bulk. For those people there's a market called terminal market. So these are the three types of markets which we are going to which we should remember, which you can expect for the exam. Wholesale market, in that at the beginning I told there is wholesale market, village market, then central market and jobbing market. In wholesale market three types are there: primary, secondary, terminal. So these things you have to remember. We'll go to next concept, local and village markets. Yes. Local and village market. So now local market is a point where in the village quick sales will take place. It may be like how we can, the local market we can consider. In the village these products will be sold or bought. Normally even like in front of your house, in front of your gate, you will put one particular table and you will sell the items. That also will come under this village market. Or there may be some prominent places in the village, maybe near the milk booth or near the city. City in the sense, in the village there will be some place where people will join. In those places these markets will be there. So what and all benefits or concepts what we are working on? These are very clean, then hygienic, fresh, less losses to the farmers. So here the trader or the producer, trader or the consumer, he also will get the genuine product. Yeah, sometimes here in these local markets how it works is, now trader or seller, he will come to the place of the farmer and he will purchase the item. Or the persons, like next to my house there's one person who needs some vegetables. I am a farmer, I am growing some vegetables, I will sell it to him. So these are the concepts what we have to consider. So what and all types of village markets will come. So what and all types of transactions will be done, we'll see quickly, we'll see one by one. First, farm gate purchases. In this case what happens is the people will come near the farmer's premises, then he'll come to the gate, he'll directly from the trees or directly from the land he'll sell the item, he'll cultivate, he'll sell there itself. So that is farm gate purchase. Next, local market, where there is a local point where all the people and will meet, more rural activities will be done. In that place products will be sold. Then assembly market. So in the village there will be some places where people will join. In those places these products were sold in a systematic manner. Maybe many people will come there, or one person with different product will come. Yeah. So for all the people, whoever is ready to come, they have the opportunity to sell there. They will sell the items in these markets. They are called as assembly market. Then direct sale to urban market. Sometimes what happens is, I will grow, I will cultivate, I will sell it to the market. Directly to the market I will be where this type of method is followed by many people. They'll grow the vegetables, fruits in bulk. Morning they'll cultivate them, they'll load it to the bus or their vehicle, they'll sell it to bring it to the urban place, urban market, and there they will sell. Based on the demand, they'll get the cost of their money. Where they, in this case, in case of direct sale, there won't be any middleman. No middleman will be there. Whatever profit he earns, that is his profit. If he incurs loss, that is to be bared by himself. So that is a concept. Next concept what we have to see is what and all works will be done in this local market. In the local market, what work will be done? We'll see. When it comes to local market, as I told, in a village places these markets will take place, or in a small place where assembling of the people will be done. In that place the sales and all will take place in the market. Now what and all will be done? Assembling of the products, where these local markets will provide you a platform or an area or a place to sell your products to the consumers, where consumers will directly come and they'll purchase the items. You need not do the advertisement or something like that. You will bring the products to a particular prominent place. So in that way assembling of the product will be done. Farmer also will get the products, farmer also will get the money, consumer also will get the nice products. So that is the advantage. Then less price fluctuation. Price fluctuation is almost negligible in case of local market. Why this happens is, so all the people who are selling the products in these areas will fix a price, and like there is a high demand, they'll raise products like anything, cost of the product like anything, or there is a lot of products that reduce the cost. No, like nothing like that. There's no price fluctuation. For example, like in your village place, we'll consider the cost of one fruit, maybe cost of bananas will be almost the same at all the times, right? So such examples we can consider here. So price fluctuation is very less. Then availability of convenient place. See, local markets will provide the farmers a particular place, a perfect place, where in that place they can sell their products. Otherwise they have to sell it maybe near their home they have to sell, or at home itself they have to sell. So these are the places local markets will provide a nice place or platform to the farmers. Then bring together buyer and seller. Now the one of the problem of this market is you have to find the buyers, but that problem is completely solved here. You need not find buyers will come to you. You will sell it in a particular assembly point. So that is the thing. Immediate cash payment, the one more great advantage what we can tell. In case of local market, normally it will be located in villages, so quick payment will be done. It is not like normally cash payments itself, everyone will pay the cash, take the product. They'll pay the cash and take the product, or else maybe nowadays this UPI payment or online payments and all are there. But whatever it is, quick payments will be done, and through that consumer and the farmers will get quick payments. So that is the thing. We'll see two other concepts. One small concept, that is middleman. Who is middleman, what he is doing, what type of middlemen are there, that is what we are going to see. Now who is middleman? First of all, middleman is a person who will act as a link between buyer and seller. He will purchase the products from producers, farmers, or between them he will have a nice link between them. He'll purchase the product and he will sell it to the buyer, in the sense the person who will buy it for the purpose of selling. So here between this buyer and seller, or between the producer and final buyer, one person will act as a middleman, and sometimes they'll do huge profits, sometimes they will provide good facility, good help, because especially in village places it is difficult for the farmers to go to the city and to sell their products. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So these middlemen, they'll collect from the farmers and say they'll sell it in the market. So in that way it will be beneficial for them. So we'll see what kind of middlemen are there. So first of all, one kind of middlemen where they will be the traders. Their pure business is to trade. They'll identify the consumer, they know where the product is produced, they'll purchase from the producer, they'll sell it to the consumer. That is their business, nothing else. So they may keep their own desired profit, they will keep, and they will keep their labor and all, they'll deduct commission, they'll take. In that way they will make good amount of money. Whereas middleman as a distributor, sometimes middleman will act as a distributor where he'll bring the items from the stockist or from the producer, and to whom it is to be given, to that person it will be given. Only the commission charges, only the commission or expenses he will charge as his income. Yeah. Next, this one is one more concept, middleman as commission agent. So he will act as an agent. He is not a seller, he is not a buyer, or he is not a consumer also. His work is to take one product from one place to other place. To do that particular thing, he'll charge the money for that. Then middleman as information provider. Sometimes middlemen they'll also provide the information which is necessary and which is to be given to the farmers, so that by using that information farmers will do their business, and farmers will generate additional income. Yeah, so all those things, that's why they will provide the information. So these are the types of things. So understand this concept. If you want to watch it again. I'll be giving the notes for first concept in the initial stage, what concept I did. That notes I will be sending you, in the sense it is a scanned copy of the textbook. You can write it in your book, don't Xerox it. If you think it is too much, whatever necessary things you can pick and you can write. Yeah, you can see the points in these videos, and based on that videos you can write the points. So first part I am sending those who have textbook already, or those who are purchasing the textbook, they need not write it again, but you should have written material which is needed for the examination. Some of you may have received the books. If you have not received, please contact me and tell me. If anyone needs a book, within 1 or 2 days you have to take. Yes, thank you.